Hi, this is Mel. Today we're going to do another ghost story. So this is a true ghost story. So one of my friend work as a respiratory therapist in a local hospital. I'm not going to name the friend or the hospital. I will just call her Jaina. So Zaina worked as a respiratory therapist at night time, and she, since the time she graduated, she never believed in ghosts, and she always used to say, "Oh, I don't believe in ghosts; they're not real." So as she went to work for her shift, and nighttime there's always code red, and then some victims come from a car crash or something. So this young man came and she was called, but she was at that time giving someone care. She was giving somebody their nebulizer, and some people their oxygen. So she was busy and code red was going on, so she had to finish up and come quickly to the ICU. And so it's a long stretch of corridors, and it's quite a bit of walk. So she said, as soon as I opened the door, I saw somebody literally pick me up and threw me across the corridor, which is huge, long walk. So, and then she literally landed inside the ICU, and she had to actually balance herself and get up. And everyone there thought that she slipped and fell down, but she didn't slip and fell down. She said, I literally felt like somebody picked me up. And when she went to give care to the victim who was brought, and it was the same person, well, victim was pretty much unrecognizable due to the trauma and the injury, but whatever she could make out, looking at the face and the person who picked her up right after she came out of the elevator, picked her up and flew her across the corridor, which is huge. And she felt like as if it was something she's imagining, dream, but it was happening. So that was her first encounter, and after that she started having many encounters, and before that she did not believe in it, but as she had many encounters she started believing, and she became the firm believer. And she also became the believer that this hospital was haunted, because the people who, young people especially, passed away due to sudden accident or injury in the ICU. They didn't know where to go. After that, they just stayed around there, and their soul just stayed there. So during her night duty, she felt many times, like in the break room, she would see some nighttime, she would feel somebody opening the fridge, closing the fridge, and the hallways you will feel the lights flickering, and the hallways you will feel this every time she went, there's this uneasy feeling, like heart racing for no reason, and feeling like the wind going really quickly fast. And then when she came out to the parking lot, sometimes around 4 a.m., sometimes 5 or 6 a.m. And there was this serious heaviness, spookiness, headaches, sadness, feeling sadness out of nowhere, all of a sudden feeling angry out of nothing. So she felt all this and she started noticing, but she said all these things started to happen to her once she had a little issue with her diet, and she became total vegetarian, vegan, and she also became quite religious. And that's when she started experiencing all these things. But before that, when she was fully eating meat and everything, fish, egg, that time she did not have any experience. But that doesn't mean that those entities weren't there. But she became quite sensitive to these entities and feelings, and able to see them, hear them, and able to access other dimensions. Like as she was becoming more spiritual, as she was becoming more pure, as her diet was getting clean, at the same time, she could hear, feel, sense a lot of things which she wasn't doing before. So, this was the true story. After that, she became a believer. Even though she had to work there, she couldn't just leave her job. It was a job paying six-figure income, so I left that. And pretty much every hospital is haunted because people die there. So is the nursing homes. So this was a true story. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I will see you with many, many more. Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Bye bye.